So the other day I wrote an article for MileSplit titled Dear Body, and it's gotten like a pretty overwhelmingly positive response, which I super appreciate. And I realize super appreciate is probably not proper English, and I really shouldn't be able to write articles for news sources because obviously I don't even do English correctly. But I did, and I decided I wanted to make it into a video because it just really clearly illustrates my thoughts. So I decided to read this out loud and compile some video footage to include with it. I also want to say that this piece is titled Dear Body, but that in no way means that my eating disorder was ever about my body. It was about the thoughts and beliefs I had surrounding my body and the way that caused me to treat it. So I just want to make that clear. It's not about my body, it never was. But here it goes. I'm just going to read it out loud. Not in my head, because I don't think it would work well for a video. I don't know. Dear Body, first I want to start by saying that I love you. I know my actions haven't always sent that message, so I want to make my words a little louder. The tumultuous relationship that I have with you started with words, but not my words. The words of people around me, newspaper reporters, race spectators, friends, parents, teachers, and random strangers. They told me that I was a great runner, incredible for my age, and I loved to hear that. I wanted to believe it, because running made me feel invincible, special, and unique. But their words didn't stop at "you're a great runner." They added, "because you're small," and "until you hit puberty," and other qualifying phrases attributing my success to my size. I listened to those words because they were repeated again and again. They changed and grew from comments and whispers as I walked by to shouts and screams inside my mind, telling me that I was special, but only because I was small. Words gain power the more they are used. So even though my words to you haven't always been kind, I want to say it again and again that I love you. I don't love you in a superficial sense, for the way that you look or the remarks you receive. I love you for the life that you enable me to live, for the strength that you display day after day, and for the way that you have supported me, even when I stopped supporting you. Second, I want to tell you that I am sorry for the way I treated you. I let the words of others convince me that you couldn't be trusted, that I needed to manipulate you to look a certain way and stay a certain size in order to find success in running. You begged me to listen to you. You sent me every signal that you could, from the rumbling of my stomach to the loss of my bone density. I ignored every single one because I arrogantly thought I knew better. I spent a decade of my life trying to deprive you of the nourishment you needed to grow, build strength, and adapt to training. While you bent under this mistreatment, you never fully broke. When I failed to give you what you needed, you found it, pulling minerals from my bones and energy from non-essential functions. You kept me alive. I resented you for the injuries that I faced along the way, but I see now you were just desperate. You had sent me every other signal possible, begging for nourishment, and I refused to listen. Third, I want to tell you that I am thankful. If I were you, I would have given up on me. But you stuck with me through it all. Even when I ignored you and deprived you for over 10 years, you continued to do everything you could to support me and help me achieve my goals. Last year, when I finally realized what I had done to you, I was scared you would never trust me again. I feared that you would never let me run because you were too scared of the way I might treat you. But you aren't scared. You are brave, resourceful, and strong. And even though I've given you no reason to, you trust me. It took time, but I can go out on a 16-mile run and actually focus on the people and the scenery around me instead of a different ache or pain every day of the week. I finish each run with an immense amount of gratitude that you didn't give up on me and that you allow me to do what I love. Lastly, I want to tell you again that I love you, because words repeated again and again eventually turn into shouts and screams inside my mind. And I want my mind to scream that it loves you. Because you allow me to spend time with people I love. Because you enabled me to run, bike, lift, hike, climb, coach, and very badly play disc golf. Because you give me a chance every day to listen and build trust, even though I don't deserve it. Because you were made to be lived in, not to be looked at, and you let me live. I love you. I'm just sitting here smiling because I do. I love my body. Not that it's about my body, but it's about the things that I can do in my body and the life I can live with it. And it doesn't matter what it looks like. It just matters the life that I have. And I'm just really thankful that that's the way that I think right now. Thanks for listening. That's all for now, folks.
Yeah.